guest today is a talented singer, songwriter, and entrepreneur. And when you find out the meaning behind his name, it's gonna melt your heart. I'm talking about none other than TYMILYF. Karibu.
Yes, welcome.
Yes.
I love the hair thing.
I know,
going
right?
on.
Thank you.
Looking good, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Karibu sana. But just to start off, where umetoka area code gani, where are you rapping, hii Kenya yetu?
Kenya yetu na rap number 8, Kibera, as always.
Born and raised there?
Born and raised, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
so
true.
I'm sure now I've made people very curious about your name.
Yeah.
Break it down for them.
Yes.
TYMILYF is TYMILYFE. Simply means thank you, mom. I love you forever.
Oh my
And what's your real name?
Samson Otieno.
Okay.
Aha.
Samson, strength. Okay, let's talk. Why did you decide, to call yourself that particular statement?
Yeah.
I'm a sentence, in other words.
Because I lost my mom when I was 13.
Okay.
And of course, I've had a lot of wonderful women in my life who have taught me a lot, but none has done as much as my mom did within the short time that I was with her. My life changed significantly after I lost her, and she kept me going.
Oh,
so I just
wow.
wanted to do something that will immortalize my
Her
love for
forever.
her. So every time you call my name, you're either saying you love your mom very much, or you're saying you love my mom very much.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Thank
So
you.
tell us a little bit about life in, number 9. Is it the stories we hear, Ama, was it different
What stories
for you?
did you hear?
I think more, tell us your story.
Yeah, tell us
How
your
was
story of growing up
after
in
that
number
happened?
9,
How was life?
My life in number 9 was easy. I mean, growing up in that kind of environment, you do not have much expectations.
Yeah.
You don't have anyone to impress.
Yeah.
You don't have
You're not trying
anything
too
look-
hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have much to look up to. So I would say my life at that time was not as difficult. It started becoming difficult when I started becoming having big ambitions and started thinking, why am I here? I should be here.
Yeah.
I spent about 4 or 5 years on the streets as well.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, something needs to be done. I don't want, this is not the life I want.
So did you want to be anything else before you were an artist? Before you wanted to be an artist?
Yes, I wanted to be an astronaut.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Like actual dreams,
Yes.
I'm gonna be good at science?
I am so fascinated by space.
Really?
Even now.
To date.
I
Were you
have a
good at-
7-year-old who
Yeah.
knows so much about space because everything we talk about is
It's
space.
about space.
Yes.
Oh my, I
Okay,
can
that's
imagine the way you
amazing.
guys
So
can relate. But
yeah,
I'm
so you
like-
can make their dreams come true
Yeah.
if it didn't come
Yes.
true for you.
Yes.
Amazing.
I'm like, let me just go back to you being in the streets.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so many people who are going through a lot of things and different things, and
Yeah.
for them to hear that bit and we don't touch on it, watakuwa like, hiyo ndio story tunataka kujua, ndio tujue
Tuambie the
msee
struggle.
alitoka
Unajua-
kwa ngori akakuwa mahali yuko, you get.
People see
So
you
tell us
shining,
a
they
bit
don't
about,
know.
how was your experience, during that
How did you end
period,
up in the
and how
streets?
did you
Yeah.
get through?
How I ended up on the streets
Yeah.
was after I lost my mom. My dad remarried,
Okay.
and me and the stepmom didn't get along.
Yeah.
Mi ni kichwa ngumu. So
Hadi wa leo.
kabisa. And so I decided, for the sake of peace, wacha nitembee.
What?
So nikatembea, and then was on the streets for 4.5 years about. And then there's a children's home in Kisumu that rescues street children.
Yeah.
And then once you're in the system, they try to either bring you back to your families, or reunite you with your families, or they take you to technical schools to teach you technical skills, because they don't want to have bring you and then you're there. So it's like trying to move your life forward. And when I was there, I did masonry. Na mimi ni mjenzi.
Hey, so
And then they asked me of all my relatives, who do I think will take me in if I went?
Yeah.
And they decided they wanted to support from outside. I said my aunt in Kibera, who I hadn't seen in a long time, I was like, take me to her.
who now, like your
She's-
mom's sister or?
She's my dad's brother's wife.
Okay.
Yes. And I got there and she was like, yeah,
Sure,
I don't
come
have
on in."
much. Come on in. We will share whatever it is. Tukilala njaa, tutalala njaa.
What?
And so she was the mom that I never had.
Oh, wow, that's
And,
amazing.
Yeah, I appreciate her a lot.
So from masonry to music, how did
Yes.
that happen?
I've been singing since I was young. I was in the church choir. I was brought up in the church. I don't believe in God anymore now, but
What?
Don't.
yeah, I don't.
Are you an atheist?
I wouldn't say an atheist.
Right, but you're not.
An atheist, I wouldn't say I don't believe in God. I would say I just don't care if he does exist or not.
Okay. I'm like, sorry.
So from
I'm like, just touch on that. Like, I just have to. If I don't, I'll feel so bad. But I'm like, you know, what made you get to that point? You know. Yeah. What happened? What happened? Because you were born and raised in church.
In church.
And right now,
my dad is a priest, actually.
He's a priest.
What?
Yes. Okay. So what got you to that point where you don't even care whether there's a higher power or?
Well, it's pretty much everything that happened around me, and everything that's happening around the world right now. You know, when people talk about God, when believers talk about God, it's supposed to be this all-loving, all-caring being, and the excuse is always that you're given free will, so you can suffer as much as you can because you're given free will and stuff like that. And I just don't. It does not resonate with me. I don't feel it. Like if I have a 7-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
I would do anything for that girl.
Yeah.
You know, my love for her
Yes.
is so deep that if she was sick, I wouldn't sit here and be like,
You drop everything.
yeah, well, God, knows, and if this God is supposed to be my father, yet I am going through all this, and he's just like, yo, you already sinned, so I sent my son, he died for the sins that I gave you originally, and then he washed them, but then when you come, you still have to sin. It's just too complicated for me. So I was just like, yeah, no, I don't care.
Okay, yeah. Tomorrow is Easter though. Just a reminder, tomorrow is Easter. So we're talking about masonry to music.
Yes.
Let's go back there.
So I was in the church choir. I've been singing. I had been singing in the church choir for a while, and then after the streets and into Kibera, there were a few groups that were artists who are, because when you're growing up in such an environment, you're trying every single thing. I did acting, modeling, everything. And then I remember my first song was written for me by an ex-girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
I sang it in front of...
Will Smith became an actor because of his ex-girlfriend. So appreciate those ex-girlfriends.
Yeah, my exes are important.
Yeah.
Except one, but we are not
all
going into that.
Okay.
So I performed this song in front of my hood boys, and people were like, "Yeah, we love it. You love it." I recorded it. Yeah, it was shit. And then I was like, no, we're keeping this in the studio. That was around 2012. Yeah. And then I took a long break. And then someone convinced me to get back in the ring. And the first song that I released was Lipstick, which was inspired by true events. And then I was like,
Lipstick?
right. So, yes.
Oh, wow.
Lipstick.
Literally a lipstick?
Yes.
As a lipstick?
Yes.
Okay,
but the things you're talking about is different,
I'm like, let
right?
me just ask you. Lipstick ilifanya nini? Unajua mesema ni true events.
Kush, unaona makeup yako sahi. Unaona venye iko well done, iko poa. Msee akikuona ako zile za that anakaa fiti, unajua if it's done properly. So umdem alikuja area tulikuwa na maboys. Na alikuwa amedunga this specific shade of purple. Mimi ni mwanaume, so purple ni purple, mimi sijui the different shades.
You don't know fuchsia, nothing.
But no, ilikuwa purple, but it blended so well with her makeup.
Yeah.
Ilifanya hizo lips zika pop. I was like, I'm going to say hi. When said hi, me and my boys were like, you know what? Let's do something about that. And then, a few days later, the first demo for Lipstick was done.
Nice.
And we were like, let's try. So we sent it to a few people to listen, and people were like, oh, we love it. Finally, someone is not singing about, ass
sex
and boobs and stuff. And I was like, right. They like it. Let's do a video for it.
Yeah.
So
basically,
almost based on
it's
true
like
events.
literally, appreciating a
Yes.
woman's, a woman wearing makeup and all
Yes.
that. Kuna wengine wamembo ku makeup post, sijui mwanamke sijui nini, wako na tu mambo zao. So you as you're appreciating a woman who can do a makeup and she looks nice.
Mimi na appreciate.
Wanasemanga tunapendanga ukiwa natural. Makeup yako.
Everything if you compliment it,
exactly.
makes it better.
As long as you don't overdo it.
Yes, exactly.
Makeup is supposed to enhance your beauty, not replace it.
Me makeup ikiwa fiti, I appreciate. Bora tu isikuwe umeweka Duracot yote kwa
uso.
Natural gas lazima irefiniwe ndio ikuwe ni oily na
Exactly.
So it's the same
you have to be
thing.
refined as well. You know what I'm saying?
So mina appreciate. Dem akipiga va makeup as long as it enhances the beauty.
Yeah.
Because see ati what mademu weka makeup kwa sababu you're not beautiful. You know you're beautiful. Wachana na hiyo beauty ya inside. Hiyo ni ya baadaye. But women know they are beautiful, but still they will want to enhance on that.
It, exactly.
Just the same way, I know I have a good body, but I would want to go to the gym to make it better. It's not because I feel like if I have this body, I'll never have a woman or I'll never be alive, you know. So it's just complementing what you already have.
I like how you see the words.
Embracing the fact that, you know, it's okay for a woman to put on
makeup.
It
is very
like
okay.
saying tu mnakujenga hapa mnajifanyia mwanamke akae natural. Alafu unaenda kutafuta mwanamke amepaka
Exactly.
Yeah. So where would you classify your music? Are you in a certain genre?
Yeah.
What do you do? Whatever you like?
I don't know. I wouldn't say I do a specific genre. I like fusing different genres into a project. But I would say predominantly I do either Afro dancehall or Afro beat.
So as long as it's Afro related.
Yes, of course it has. It's
be,
coming from motherland.
Exactly.
You know, the Afro has to be there.
All right, guys. We're going to hear more from TYMILYF. We need to go on a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, TYMILYF with Agenda. Wasn't that such a beautiful song? Wasn't it? Let me just read some of your feedback here on Facebook. Remember, we are Switch TV Kenya on Facebook. There's someone here who's saying, no gift, no feast. This, I guess, I'm assuming when we're talking about the life sport topic, you know, guys come into your house and not even bringing anything, and the economy is hard. Alafu, there's someone here who's saying, you know what, I'm going to reply to this. Yeah, hata jamaliza 3 months ashatoka kwa relationship, and she's here advising ladies about relationship because I'm better than you. That's why. That's why I'm advising people, because I'm better than you and no one would listen to your advice. Next one, baby girl. There's someone who's saying, "Ay, bado mnauliza story ya Tony." There's someone who's saying, "Joyce, you look good, asanti sana." Kuna mtu hapa anasema loving the show, iko lit kama kawa. And then there's someone else who's here who's saying that anapenda guest asalimike kama nauliza kama akona mtu. Yeah. So people want to know if there is someone in your life.
Yes, there is.
But Leon, people need to
and you
yes, there is.
There's someone in your life.
Yes.
But anyway, let's talk about your music. Tell us about, you know, Agenda. So Lipstick ilimaliza agenda ama iliongezea agenda?
Sasa si niliona Lipstick nikaamua akue my agenda. And then after kukua my agenda akanipatia wrong information. And then sasa nikakatika hapo, sasa nikasema wacha nitafute mwenye atanipata weak spot yangu.
So what inspired Agenda? Was it a someone? Was it a situation?
No, Agenda was just having fun. It's just talking about relationships, and when you're with someone you feel giddy with, you know, you want to do things with them. You want to make them your agenda. And I was like, well, let me see if I can make someone my agenda. If someone loves the song, then they can make someone else my agenda as well. So, yeah.
You make songwriting seem so easy, because for you it just flows. It's like a story. It's like, did someone teach you how to songwrite, or did you just teach yourself on the way?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a bit of coaching, I would say, but most of it is just inspired by the environment. I mean, Kush, you probably know this. You look at that camera and you're like, why is that camera? And you're like, I want to talk about
that
camera.
Really?
And then you can just find things about that camera to work. You make them rhyme, you make a melody, you find a fire producer, and you're like, let's make this a song.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Oh, and wow, let me ask you, are you a solo artist? Are you signed to a record label, or you have a team that you're working with?
I have a team that I'm working with, but not on my behalf. I'm a solo artist. I don't have management, but I do have a label kind of a thing, which was we set in Kibera, me and a few friends, and that is basically to try and help upcoming artists get studio sessions and videos, because mostly when you ask an upcoming artist what is the biggest challenge, they'll say recording fees, quality videos, and things like that. And so if I can try and cut that off, then the challenge is to you now. Now you have a quality audio, you have a quality video. What next?
Oh wow!
So let me just ask this. You know, with where you stand as a person, you know,
Yes.
talking about God.
Yes.
would you allow someone who's coming to record Christian music in your studio?
Yes.
Okay.
My brothers, actually my entire family is very religious, and my brother's wife is a gospel artist. We've recorded a few songs for her, and even my own daughter.
For her, not together.
No, not together.
Oh, okay.
Even my own daughter, she goes to school. She schools in London, and she's allowed to go through with any religious education. She can make the decision when she's grown, when she's old enough to figure out if she wants to believe in a higher being or not. So it's a personal choice. I don't make it about my family. I don't make it about everybody else. Just like if I decide to make tea, it's on me.
Or do you? Okay, you're from here, but are you based in Kenya, or are you or do you live in London that you come in when you're coming maybe to push your music, produce your music? Because you just said your daughter is in London.
Yes.
So meaning kuna venye.
No, so
Mambo.
so I'm based in London. I'm based in London. I'm not with my baby's mother.
Baby mama.
My baby's mother.
Yeah.
She's here. I have custody of my daughter.
Okay.
But given the kind of life that I grew up in, I want my child to grow up knowing the mother.
Yes.
So I try to bring her back as often as possible so she can spend some time with the mother. Right now she's with the mother, and she has 2 step siblings as well.
Oh, nice.
So when I do that, it gives me also the opportunity to push my music here.
Yeah.
But I record both in London and here.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
So even the artist you're trying to help her here, not in London.
No, not in London. The artist that I'm trying to help are here.
Oh, wow, amazing. All right, so tell us about your latest single.
Yes, so my latest single is called Gimme More, and of course the inspiration behind it is just when you're in a relationship and you feel like it's one-sided. You feel like you're giving more than the other person is giving, you know. And so it's just tell them, you know, come on, I'm giving you my all here, or I'm giving you